gentlemen, sprudes and spruettes, boys and girls of all ages, it comes to the time of the week when the sad guy and the guy that gives out more John Bucks than he has to give out do another episode of Top Plaster. I haven't seen you in 3 weeks.
I know. I was so excited to come. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning.
Dude, so did I!
Oh, I woke up because my cats were having a cat fight at the feet of my bed. Dude. And it was just like spitting on each other. And
was it like acidic spit?
I didn't. Yeah, it was like those floppy dinosaurs from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, with the umbrellas. Yeah.
Just spit all over each other. And so I was like, I couldn't fall back asleep. I'm like, if I got up now, I could maybe like assemble a few models and then just leave a little early. And I'm like,
Is that what you did?
No, I didn't.
What'd you do?
I fell back asleep eventually after like 45 minutes. I was so excited. It's been 3 weeks.
Yes.
And typically we do this every other Friday. Scotty Boo was out of town last Friday, so we pushed it off a week. And man, what a difference a week makes.
Yeah. Poor Amber will have to edit this podcast on the weekend. So everyone share your sympathies with Amber in the comment section below.
All your sympathies.
And let's make this one extra long for her.
No, it's probably the opposite of what we should do.
Yeah, no. You're right. I also woke up early. I had a very productive day yesterday.
God, those are good, aren't they?
Yeah, I was like doing things from like the morning until like 9:30 p.m. And so when I went to bed, I was still kind of in like active mode.
Yes.
So like I read a book, tried to fall asleep, woke up at 2:45, and I was like, my brain is still thinking right now.
Oh, no.
After sleeping for like 4 hours.
Oh,
so I was like,
no.
Fuck it, I'm gonna get up. So I got up, came downstairs, cleaned up the area, got all the cameras set up, and I went and played 4 games of Dota.
Oh, that's the best use of an early wake up.
Yeah, it is.
As an adult.
Yeah.
As an adult, you're like, this is when I get to do this.
Yeah. No one's awake to say no right now.
You know, when you're younger, when you're done doing your work and it's like 9 o'clock and it's like, now is when I play 4 games of Dota.
Yeah. Now that I'm 29.
When you got a significant other.
Yes.
Yeah, don't fight.
Yeah, you got to hide from them. All right, that was the Preamble Ramble. Now on to the Preamble Ramble.
Yes.
You made a oopsie whoopsie?
Yeah, before we get into the oopsie whoopsie.
What the fuck are you drinking?
Listen.
Is this the 80s?
Listen.
Look at this branding. Before we get into the Preamble Ramble, you're sneaking. Amber's gonna fucking hate you, dude.
Okay, listen. Okay. Mountain Dew is playing some hardball with me right now. Okay? They are not budging and giving us a free sweet neon sign in cases of Mountain Dew for us to make a desk out of.
Yes.
So what they don't understand is I fight dirty. Okay? I am all about nut shots and eye gouges. Okay?
Okay.
So on the way here today, I bought a Faygo. And this is how they know I mean business. I'm drinking Faygo today. And guess what?
Just a little middle finger.
If I send a little email to my friends in Detroit, makers of Faygo, I bet they're going to sponsor us.
Yeah, definitely.
So Mountain Dew, here it is. Here's your line in the sand.
This is the first sip of an alternative soda on the podcast. How's it taste?
Tastes like Dimetap.
What the fuck is Dimetap?
Dimetap is that grape cough syrup you had when you were a kid.
It's
It's not a bad thing, man.
It's not?
It's fucking delicious. You want to try it?
No.
Come on, it's Diet Grape.
I'm doing this thing this month where I only consume food that I make from scratch. So,
You can make this.
I actually have looked up soda recipes to make, and I want to make some orangeade with like a bubbly soda in it. But
If
later,
you had like a soda streamer, does that count? Because technically you had to put the things together.
well, you got a soda stream, and then if you made like your own like concentrate, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's just the carbonation that you're adding there. That's the most difficult part of making your own sodies.
Yes. I guess you could just buy club soda and just mix it in. Is that different than a soda stream? I don't know. No, we're done talking about this. Okay. Anyways,
I made an oopsie.
yes.
Okay, so a gentleman presented himself to me.
Oh God, was he flashy? Was he in a trench coat? Are you okay?
And then he kept walking. And that was great. And so he's like, hey, man, I know you don't do commissions. But
Oh, okay. I know where this is going.
he's like, I wondered if you'd pay an army for me and you could do a video on it. And I was like, no, of course not. I'm not going to do that. And then I'm like, man, that would kind of be a cool idea. I got a cool idea for a video off of that. But I'm like, that's still way too much work. And then he told me how much he was willing to pay me. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
Money talks, baby.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. And I ordered all the models, got them in the mail. And they came in the mail 2 days ago. And I immediately regret it.
Yeah.
It's a Adeptus Mechanicus army. All the robots. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
Do you actually regret it, or are you hamming it up right now for the
I'm not hamming it up because I saw how big the boxes are. If I remember to, and Amber's asking for pictures of this, I will send you a picture of the box of boxes so you can see. It's like 25 boxes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's over 120 models.
Oh,
when he said Adeptus Mechanicus, I'm like, they got some of the big robots and all sorts of whatever. I'm like, that's fine. And I didn't look at the list.
Yeah, this guy has like a multiple small unit, like, a
lot of infantry.
Dude. Oh, no.
And then the Iron Striders, which are like the ATSTs.
Yeah.
Which are bigger. I'm like, cool, that means there's not a lot. And I misread the, what's the name of the Battle Scribe list? He sent me the full list. And there was like 2 of the Iron Striders. And I'm like, okay, it's just 2 of those big robots. That's not that big deal. And then I didn't realize that it was actually 2 units.
Of 3?
It's a total of 11.
Oh, wow.
And so last night when I finished launching my video to go live this morning, I started putting one together. Dude, these things, they have a bajillion tiny little bits in putting them together. It's like 17 steps.
Okay.
That is bad.
Let me just remind you of something, and I'm sorry to the guy that's listening to the podcast. You can stop doing this if you want to right now. You can be like, hey, this is too much. I'll send you the miles. You can pay for the miles, but I'm not doing this. That is an option.
It is an option.
I just want you to know that option.
Yeah. But I'm a hardworking German, okay? I'm going to get it done.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
And you just expect to hear me bitching about it. Okay,
honestly,
Scott?
Okay, yeah. My Preamble Ramble is related to our ethnicity of Germanic heritage.
Let's go with this.
So normally, while I'm doing a project, you kind of get to a point where it's like, you know, you want to be done with it, or maybe you're not enjoying it.
Yep.
And you think of a different idea while you're doing a project. You're like, oh, it's sick. You might even like buy the stuff for the project in anticipation of doing it. And you tell yourself, okay, this is the carrot at the end of the stick. When I finish this thing I'm not super into, I'm going to do that. And you know what happens? You never fucking do that thing.
No, you never do it.
You never do it. And so this in the art world is often referred to as your muse, represented by a sexy female that whispers sweet nothings into your ear. It's like, do this.
Yeah, and she's like laying on a chaise lounge.
Yes.
Just like one boobie's hanging out.
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
Wait, what? A boob's hanging out? Okay.
Yeah, that's how they all the paintings from the Renaissance era.
Okay.
I always have one boob hanging out.
At least one. Okay. So I was painting my Dark Elder army, and I was kind of like, you know, it's kind of a slog. It's not very technical painting at the moment. A lot of airbrush work. I'm about to get into the brush work, but it's still not going to be very technical. It's like, you know, applying washes, applying very fast highlights, and just move on. Mm-hmm. And on Tuesday, I'm sorry, I went to go see The Green Knight without you.
That's okay. I understand.
I'll see it with you again because it was really good.
You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Very different kind of King Arthur movie. Not a lot of combat in it, but it was incredibly tense, very atmospheric, which is a word people use to describe a lot of movies that I don't fully understand. But this movie definitely has a very, very tense atmosphere the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Good.
I got an idea.
Okay.
What if after this today, you know, we're going to be streaming on Twitch?
Yes.
What if instead of us streaming mini painting for 3 hours, we can just stream our reactions while we're in the theater watching the movie?
Okay, so we're going to bring our phones into the theater. They're going to be on next to us.
Yes.
And the people that are next to us are going to fucking hate us.
Yes.
Because we have phones on the entire time.
Yes.
Okay,
all seems worth it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Back to what you were saying.
I'll be like, yo, guys, we're here at AMC watching The Green Knight. Subscribe. Yeah. Yeah, that would get kicked out in fucking 10 seconds.
We're going to fill this whole video with Orbeez.
Wow. That's kind of tying into the main topic a little bit. Anyways, being a Camelot kid myself, a fan of Arthurian lore.
Spam alert.
I have some King Arthur models. Do you have any? Did you get any from Echoes of Camelot, the Kickstarter? I have 2. Actually, I have 3 because they sent me a bonus one. And I was like, dude, fuck these Dark Elder. I'm going to paint a King Arthur model because I was like super amped about it. I was like, looking into all these different models, or sorry, characters from different King Arthur movies. What are you gonna say?
I think maybe you gave me one of your bonus ones, so I
Did
have one.
Like one of the small ones?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or one of the ones you put together for the ad spot for Andy, and you showed it, and you had it built.
Well, that's not a King Arthur model. That's a Deo Guard model.
Oh, Deo Guard.
Deo Guard.
Right.
Different. The samurai guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Even better than King Arthur. Go on.
Yes. So yeah, I have Sir Percival, and I have Queen Guinevere, and I decided to paint Queen Guinevere. I don't know why. Actually, I know why. Because Percival's got a fuckload of armor on him, and I definitely ain't painting that shit TMM. And I was like, do I want to suffer for 40 hours blending NMM? No, I don't. So I painted Queen Guinevere, finished her face, started the gold NMM yesterday. And yeah, I'm having fun not painting Dark Eldar.
Now, this truly following the muse, did you not turn on a camera and you just painted
of course
it for
not.
yourself?
No. This is a video.
Okay.
There's no painting for myself. Okay. I mean, it kind of is, right? But I'm also recording it.
Yes. You're also doing it on the streams. I mean,
yeah,
that's for yourself.
Yeah, I'll paint it on the stream. I'll paint her, or I'll paint Cleona Zeitengale, one of the two. Probably her. Anyways, that's my thing. So, okay, here's the thing. I never do this. I never listen to the muse. I never stop in the middle of a project. It's like sitting back there on my fucking countertop, and it's just waiting for me to come back here to the Dark Eldar. I never do this. I did it for the first time, and I'm into it. And the video is going to be about that. It's going to be about how this was it successful? How do I feel about it? Did the motivation of it carry through to the entire project, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah. Okay. That's really cool. Yeah. I think a lot of people can relate to that. I totally can. And I'm one that I hate to like stop and put something down. I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
I know.
Or I'm worried that I'll never pick it up again.
Yeah.
But when it's tied to a video, I think you kind of like you have that chain attached to your leg. You can't not pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but definitely. Yeah. I want to come back to it anyways. I want to have a painted army.
And like when you come back to it, I bet you'll be more excited to do that, having taken your little reprieve.
Yeah, it's like a little break from army painting into the world, a little dip in the toes into the display painting world.
Dip in the toes, man.
I have even more reason to have a painted Dark Eldar army because my roommate, I have a new roommate, one of my best friends from high school. He just bought a full Tyranid army off eBay, used, and so he's ready to rock.
Oh, he's that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, used. He was like, how do you strip large quantities of miniatures? I was like, we'll figure it out.
You don't, Curtis. You paint over it.
I know. Some of it looks like it could definitely be painted over, but we'll see when it comes.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's the Preamble Ramble.
Look at us! Staying on topic-ish.
Okay, yeah, that was 13 minutes of Preamble Ramble.
That seems appropriate.
All right. The next thing is what we painted, I believe.
Yeah, what did we paint? What did you paint, Scott?
I painted a lot of Dark Eldar.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the bases for the Dark Eldar. I don't know. It's like 80 models or something like that, plus vehicles. I painted Cleona Zeitengale, which is the chick from Cursed City who has like the shroud over her face and kind of like the big headdress thing.
Yes.
She's almost done. I should get her out so you can look at her at some point. And then they're all whips. Okay, yeah, I think it's still on a holder. Big fan of the palette that I'm using for her. It's definitely got Easter vibes, but like that peachy pink color, I am very into it. And then I also started Queen Guinevere.
It totally fits this model too.
Yeah, I like it.
That color really works.
A lot of whips, nothing complete, but a lot of things in progress.
Whip it. I haven't painted a whole lot since we last got together. My last video wasn't actually painting anything. It was assembling models.
I fitted it really well.
Yeah, I did. People...
What's your hypothesis as to why I did well? Because when I looked at it, I was like, this video's going to suck dick. But then I was like, oh, shit, dude, he's killing it. So why do you think he did well?
I think I had a solid title, thumbnail, and it said 120 zombies on it, on the thumbnail.
Yeah, people want to see someone do like a lot of work in a short amount of time.
And I think it's a relatable aspect of the hobby that we can have at some point or in some form we've struggled with, or we've had that pain points to it. So people are always looking for a little edge, a little time saver, a little tweak to improve for something that they're familiar with.
Yeah.
And everybody's familiar with building the models. So yeah, it did way better than I thought it was going to do.
Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So I did that one, and then for this video that just dropped today, I painted a Broken Anvil miniatures satyr. And I'm going to show you the picture of it right now, Scott, because
I saw the thumbnail and I was like, the thumbnail has me interested in watching the video because it seems like.
So yeah, they're
yeah. I saw this one in the thumbnail, but I didn't see it up close. Look at that nice infinite black background. Did you cut it out? Or is it just a photo?
No, it's just with my whatever satin sheet or whatever. If I'm like 6 feet away,
that's super clean. Damn, look at you.
So I painted that model.
Those print lines.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, zoom in, you see the print lines.
I'll just follow with you.
I need a better printer. I need to talk to Grace. Grace is my Anycubic contact.
Yeah, air quotes Grace.
Right. I had no idea what I was going to do the video on when I painted that model. I didn't have any purpose. I didn't have any specific direction. I didn't want to do a certain thing well or whatever. I was like, I'm just going to paint this model kind of for fun, the 5 hours ish time frame, and just figure it out later. Because sometimes, like, as you're working through a paint project, whether just for fun or for your own or for competition or whatever, like some realization comes to you or some muse will come to you while you're in the process.
Yes.
So I didn't want to force anything. And something did come to me, but it was actually had nothing to do with that specific model, but it had something to do with inside my own ears.
Yes.
And my own kind of realization of how I like mentally go through these really negative thoughts while I'm painting stuff. And so that's what the video turned into. It had nothing to do with having a negative experience painting this model. It was fun. It was fun to try to get so much fur next to so much skin and make them feel like that would belong with that, but yet make them differentiated. And I don't think I necessarily pulled it off amazingly, but it was a struggle. It was a struggle to do a satyr that's like half of his skin is actually just covered in fur and half of it is just his true skin. So especially all like the fur that's outlining his face, how to make that seem like it is a natural almost transition where it's lighter fur and then it goes to like the full chestnutty brown. But yeah, that's what I painted. I got that guy done.
Okay, nice. Man, you can really zoom in really far. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, you can see all the uckiness.
Look at these blends, bro. Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, look at that. It looks terrible.
No, it doesn't.
When you put it that close up,
it looks fine.
Yeah, zoom way out. Just got it. Zoom way out. Wait, see how great it looks from way back here?
That's a 10-foot roll.
So that's what we painted.
What did you guys paint?
What did you guys paint? Why don't you put that down in the comment section?
Why do you guys say it like that?
Why don't you put that in the comment section? Because if
John's went gremlin mode on us.
Because if you do, then we get to read it, and then more people will be recommended this video.
Nice.
All right, this is take 2 of us reading the ad spot, which is not brought to us by Fago. It is brought to us by Broken Anvil Miniatures and their amazing Patreon, Broken Anvil Monthly. Each month, they bring you a buttload of new miniatures that are all pre-supported for click and print access, so it's super easy if you suck at 3D printing like me. Now, the best thing about Broken Anvil models, in addition to being very characterful and unique, is that they are great canvases no matter if you're a new painter or you're very experienced or anywhere in between. Scotty.
Broken Anvil Monthly know that many patrons use their miniatures for a tabletop role-playing game, so they decided to lean into that fact and provide some extra gaming content each month. Starting in August, they'll be providing 5th edition compatible monster stat blocks and a 1-page adventure each month that tie into that month's model release. For example, August theme is Tales of Grimwood, which focuses on mystical fairy tale creatures such as fairies, satyrs like the one John painted, dryads, and their own creations like the mushlings and grimmies. You can expect to see 5th edition compatible rules for a handful of miniatures releasing this month, such as the Red Cap, Slaughter Mage, the Dryad Crystal Witch, and the Mushroom Shepherd. Those mushrooms, they kind of get out of hand. Yeah, they get around. You got to make sure they stay in the pen. Additionally, the 1-page, fully illustrated adventure takes players on a whimsical journey into the fierce conflict between some rambunctious satyrs and a peaceful colony of mushlings. We can't wait to hear what shenanigans players get into with this adventure, and we hope to see their painted figures on the tabletop very soon.
A big thank you to Broken Anvil Miniatures and for the hard script that they sent Scott that he barely just got through. Let's get back to the podcast.
All right. You can find everything about Broken Anvil Monthly and Broken Anvil Miniatures linked in our description and show notes. Okay. Now that the bills are being paid, on to the topic, which is brought to us by a patron whose name is what, Jonathan? You'll figure it out. I'll set us up.
Yeah, set us up, Scott.
The question this young man, or probably, I don't know if he's young, the question he asked was, what do you think the future of content creation in the miniature space is going to look like? And then he very conveniently kind of laid out several subcategories of content creation for us.
It's Stu.
Stu?
Stu. Good old Stu.
God damn it, Stu.
Stu just is like just dropping golden nuggets out of his beehole and on our doorstep.
The one whose avatar is like a scuba diving?
Yes, and it's green.
Yes. Okay. I know you, Stu, you sly bastard.
Stu is the dude that sent us all the treats.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
From where?
I think the German treats. Yes.
Okay.
Or British treats.
Because Manuel Venkert also sent us them.
Okay. Stu sent us British treats.
British treats.
Crazy Winky sent us German treats.
Okay. Yes. We love treats. Okay. Anyways, it's an interesting question. It's fun to kind of try to bust out our crystal balls, give them a little polish, and gaze into the future.
That's me buffing it.
I don't want to see you ever do that again.
Buff my balls.
You want to buff my ball too, dude? Anyways, so yeah.
Got the one?
Yeah, I'm a eunuch. So I think we should start by what Stu did, kind of breaking down what currently exists. So yeah, there is a lot of different styles of content, which is pretty cool because back in the day, there were two kinds. There was, I'm going to paint a miniature in a video, or I'm going to play a game. Those two things. And they were mostly Dr. Faust's Painting Clinic.
Yeah.
Sarastro Miniature Painting. And a few other ones that skip me at the moment.
Vincey V was an early...
Vincey V. And I mean, also Uncle Adam, but he wasn't much into the painting. He was actually a little bit ahead of his time, I would say.
Yeah, he was a trailblazer.
Yeah, he was more into the kind of topical content. And then you had gamers, and the biggest one, obviously, is mini wargaming, MWG.
Yeah. We play and call it work.
Nice. Wow, that was good. Fuck. Okay, so there are lots of kinds now. And without naming names, there is miniature-themed entertainment styles of content, which I definitely dabble in with my weird skits and shit that no one watch.
You're entertaining.
And my OnlyFans videos. Like, what the fuck? Who would have thought that would exist? Anyways, there are, obviously, there's still the painting and the gaming. There are technique-focused videos. What else is there?
I think that there's an interesting... And not to push this topic solely in, like, here's the history of it. Right. But I think at some point... there was a change, a fork in the road between here's me painting a space marine and here's me showing you how to paint Caucasian skin. Those became two different things. And on one side, you had people like Warhammer Page with Duncan painting this specific model, and then you had Dr. Faust and you had Vince showing you specific techniques. Not that they were the only ones, but they were kind of some of the first trailblazers in that. And so that happened. And I think that was like the first split off. And what we are finding is that the splits have continued to happen. Right? Right? Yes. Because at a certain...
I'm sorry.
What were you thinking about right there?
I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just not responding. Just fuck with you. So you mean like when you say splits, do you mean like it's all still painting content, but like the angles are different, the approaches are different?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that like
the content
there is a core to all of the different versions that Stu told us about or mentioned in his list, which is a great breakdown, that all have the same base core that start from the hobby side as opposed to the gaming side.
Yes.
And when a split happens, maybe it like pulls in a little something from the gaming side. maybe instead it takes one of those cores and it tries to twist it a little bit or add something new that hasn't been there before. And I also think that these evolutions happen in channels or across the medium as a whole over time and not necessarily consciously. Like when you started doing more skits and adding more entertainment to it, I think it probably happened where it felt natural for you first, and then you realized you enjoyed doing it, or it was something that would be interesting, and so you leaned into it a little bit more. Is that true? Or you're like, because I think of like, you do have a big a segregation between skits and infotainment, but I think the infotainment side for you was something that happened naturally. When you're like, I just want it to also be fun.
Yeah.
Not that other people's channels aren't fun, but I want fun to be more on the forefront.
Yeah.
And education to come along with the fun.
Yeah, and in your videos as well. Like, I'm not just going to sit here and receive all the praise.
Yeah. Well,
and a lot of other people too. I like to have fun while doing their content, and that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the question, were the skits a conscious decision or was it more of a natural progression? Forever, I've always said that I love everything about miniature painting. The gaming, the fucking lore, the painting, the techniques, the tools, the culture surrounding it. And I always wanted my channel to be a reflection of that.
Yeah.
And so I think it was a conscious decision, but also it was just like, I like the idea of making air quotes movies. And so this is a way where I can make a style of video that exists on my channel, which is about miniature painting, but also I get to satiate my desire to make movies, write scripts, make storyboards, things like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's enough of the history maybe that we delve into here.
Screw the history.
Do we want to then outline the different columns that exist today via Stu and give our thoughts or naysay on if they are columns and what this all means? Does that seem like a good natural progression?
I thought that's what I was doing in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what you were doing, and then I sidetracked us.
Okay, we could do that. Yeah, that sounds like a fine idea.
Yeah, it's great when it comes from me.
You want to pull up his message and then read them off?
Okay, let's do this. Let's have Stu do all the heavy lifting here today.
Okay, well, I mean, okay. Or so it's just maybe to say the ones that we didn't already bring up, maybe.
Okay,
or we can just rehash.
He's got nine
bullet points
different
here?
ones.
Son of a gun.
Okay, number one. Moving away from tutorial, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a
little live editing
here, so because Stu could be a little bit harsh sometimes.
Stu's bringing down the hammer, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's got some spicy meatballs here. So number one is moving away from the actual mini painting almost entirely and leaning into what generically is successful or is seen in successful in other areas of YouTube.
Yeah.
And kind of making a hobby version of that.
Yeah. And can we stop and just talk about why these things exist maybe?
Yeah.
If it's relevant.
I think it's a pretty important thing.
Yeah. So, okay. So why do these videos exist? Like where it's more miniature themed entertainment. I think I have a theory. I think obviously YouTube rewards you putting up consistent videos, staying relevant in your community's eye. If you do that, you have higher metrics, you get more views, you become more relevant. And because of that, people are encouraged to make more frequent videos. And because of that, they have less time to spend making individual videos. So they'll think of an idea, which is totally a fine idea to make a video about, but it's like, hey, this is going to do well. People care about this. It doesn't take a lot of work. Let's do it. An example, this is not a knock at all. It's a great idea, is Midwinter Mini's video about GW paying employees maybe poorly. That didn't take him a while to make. He did some research. He did some editing for it, and he made a video, and it did well. And it's like, okay, that's a kind of video that exists now that never would have existed 5 years ago, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's because, I believe it's because of that YouTube rewarding the just fucking get content out all the time. And it's kind of like, it's almost a little insufferable, honestly.
Yeah. And it's also the kind of content that, well, one, you have this feeling of, I don't want to say safety, but you have a feeling of reassurance because you see it in other areas of YouTube doing very well.
Right, yeah.
And so most of us don't only watch mini painting YouTube stuff. So you're kind of exposed to these other areas. You're more familiar with them, and so you may be more apt to engage from the mini painting side of that.
Yeah.
I want to say as a whole, where I wanted to go with this was that the fact that Stu has 9 broken out here is a testament to the evolution of mini painting content, not just on YouTube, but just as a consumer, because he doesn't always just stick to YouTube on here. There's other ways, whether it's, paywall content through like their own websites or through Patreon and
like
stuff like
Sergio
that.
Calvo Rubio or
Yes,
okay.
Banshee and people like that.
Christoph Kovalchuk.
And so I think the fact that they all exist is because the market is now really healthy and is grown enough in an audience and consumer base that it's saturated, not in a bad way, but there's a lot of people there. And so how do you differentiate? How do you set yourself apart? How do you have something unique to what you're doing that makes people come to you because there's a lot of options now? And so I think that's why we're a main reason why we're here today. Also, Warhammer is gigantic. D&D is gigantic. 3D printing is gigantic. Like there's a lot of
Kickstarter are gigantic.
There's a lot of things roads that are converging here that offers a lot of options or opportunities for creators in this sphere. Much like we saw probably 10 years ago in this same realm with video games.
Yeah.
So there's just so many options. So now that there are options, Stu is kind of breaking down into categories what he views them as.
Sure.
Which I thought were pretty damn accurate. So what do we think of these? Where do we think it's going? That's what we're trying to answer here, right? I can't remember the question.
Yeah, but also you are in the middle of reading all of the categories.
Yes.
Do you want to do that or do you not want to do that?
I think we read them all.
I feel like we should have decided this before recording the podcast.
Yeah, that would have been what professionals would have done.
Yeah, and we're definitely not
That is not us.
Okay.
But that's why you tune in
For this BS.
So I say we go through them. We give our comments one at a time.
Sure.
And then at the end, we go through our Nostradamus hats and predictions of the future.
Yeah, yeah.
So number 1 is the heavy hitters moving away from the more tutorial style to more topical content.
Didn't we already talk about that one?
Yep, but we already talked about that one.
Okay.
Number
Jesus
2.
Christ, John.
This one's word for word because he said this is you and me, so I want to make it sound good. There is the pro-production value of information meets entertainment model.
I mean, yeah. Okay, also, like, channels don't exist in these silos exclusively.
No.
Like, everyone kind of, like, fucking dabbles, you know?
Yeah, it's like a big, like, graph, right?
Yeah.
And so you could be...
You have, like, a heat map, right? It's like, where are you mostly on this
so
heat
you're
map?
not dead center of any one of these. You're kind of off kilter to a couple of others, but you're maybe closer to this one.
Sure.
So, like anything, I think that mini painting, especially because of the actual technical task that what we're doing of painting something really small, really up close, to show that really well. So we're talking about the technical production aspect of painting. I do not think that my footage is awesome at that. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like mine isn't amazing either. I feel like it's very difficult to do it consistently.
Yeah, it's a hard moving target for sure. I think more what he's talking about there is maybe the crispness of the messaging, the crispness of the edits, the crispness of hitting a funny line and keeping it fun and information plus entertainment. So learning something meets having fun.
Sure.
I guess. And there's a lot of people that do that really, really well out there. And I think probably some aspect of that is key to success at all of these 9 columns.
Yeah.
Because people need to connect with you.
Yeah.
Because that's why they're going to come back to you.
Right. Okay, moving along.
Moving along.
You have the Gordon Ramsays of the miniature painting world, the professional miniature painters, the ones who've commission painted or done, like, have worked in the industry forever, who have turned into content creators. Mm-hmm. The ones that come to mind are people like Angel Heraldez, Trevarian, Christopher Eichhorn, that like have great experience sculpting, painting, and are also making videos and are carried not only because of their good videos and their great advice, but just because of the merit of their immense body of work.
Yeah.
That is truly amazing. That's another one.
Yep. I think that's one. And another one is very close to that, but using a slightly different approach, is the same kind of thing. And I think of Sergio here. I think of Flamion. You think of
right.
up until recently,
Ben
Richard Gray. Yeah, Ben Comet's a great one. Up until recently, when Richard Gray started releasing YouTube videos, is this group of behind the Patreon paywall with this big clout of amazing, world-renowned mini painters.
Yeah.
That create content for their patrons that is really heavy stuff. In terms of a lot of footage, a lot of PDFs, a lot of step-by-step walkthroughs.
Yeah, a lot of like continual footage of the painting process. No edits or very little edits.
Yep. Like what you're here because you really like what I do and either want to be like me or want to improve overall.
Or see my specific process. Yes. Yeah.
Yep. And so that's another group that's close to the I think it's like two sides of the same coin of the one we just went over. It's like, and some people are now starting to do both, like Richard Gray, he still has his very, very successful Patreon, but also now he's kind of throwing out some YouTube videos, which is good to get a little tasty taste.
Yeah, it's just feed the fish.
Yeah. You know, you just gotta give them that first little taste of crack.
I mean, that's why Ben Comet's thing lifted off so fast, because all the videos on painting Buddha.
Yeah. Ben, come on, give us a little taste out here again.
Give us a little.
Yep. Okay, next one. Okay, the many-headed beast. The beast with two backs.
What does this refer to?
Like the Miniature Painting Academy, like Cult of Paint, like
we make Kickstarters, we make tools, we make content, we make everything.
Well, I think and that's all he said. That's his whole description. So we get to interpret and put words in Stu's mouth right now.
All right, Stu.
So I think it's more to me. I was referring to like you bring the Avengers together, you know, and you got to have your Hawkeyes.
Okay,
Captain America, can't
Alfonso
do
Heraldez, Chromatic Circle. Yeah.
And we put all of this crap together. It's even better than one crap. It's not. It's crap. It's freaking amazing, right? You think of these conglomerates that are pooling everything so they can be more successful together. So that's one. Yeah. And sometimes they do a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do one or two things and just do a lot more of it.
Yes.
So you get more value, or you get to see more perspectives, different artists, see different approaches or whatever, as opposed to just paying. And those are typically behind some sort of paywall, or you're paying for their products, like the Dale Guard. Well, you're getting an awesome model, so that's not to be downplayed. But otherwise, sometimes that they're branching out as well, like Cult of Paint's own
Airbrush.
Airbrush. I was thinking that their YouTube channel as well.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think they have a podcast they do sometimes too.
Oh, the guys that make the Artist Opus stuff are also making YouTube videos now.
Yeah, Artist Opus has its own YouTube channel.
Oh, that's the name of it, Artist Opus.
Yes. Yes.
It's like watch how we paint a golden demon winning thing with dry brushing, and like the fucking thumbnail looks amazing. It's like you did fucking dry brush that.
They watch the video. They do, dude. I bought those dry
liars,
brushes.
dude.
I bought those dry brushes.
Liars.
They're freaking awesome.
Yeah, I should probably watch the video because I know how to dry brush for shit. Like it always like total ass.
Yeah, you do.
All right. I mean, it does.
Okay, next one. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, the rise of the YouTuber.
The YouTuber.
That's his words, not mine.
Oh, okay.
With vastly varying quality.
Okay.
So
this is like okay, obviously there is a pie to be had here. We want a piece of it, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, whatever. Yeah, these are up and coming YouTubers. This is the next wave that's going to crash over me. You know?
Right. And I think one of the keys that Stu brings up with this one is that the barrier of entry is lower than it's ever been. And I don't mean that like there's just more crappy people making videos. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm saying from a technology standpoint.
Yeah.
And information of what kind of technology to use.
Yeah, right.
Out there.
Yeah.
But as well as seeing all those out there, seeing such a wide variety of creators, so it kind of can help you envision maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of this. I like what they do here. I like what they do here. I envision myself doing something unique here. And seeing new creators become successful, you can start to envision that for yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of new creators that are doing well. And so it's like, well, maybe I could do that.
Definitely. And they probably can, and they should try.
Yeah.
100%.
If you want to commit to that, and it is a commitment, like, don't be disillusioned about what it's going to take.
To like do it for a living, is that what you're saying?
Not do it for a living, but just like if you want to get 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, like
first 1,000 is so fucking hard.
and what the consistency and time commitment and editing and interesting perspective and that kind of stuff, and be ready that you're not going to see the return based on how much time you put in at the beginning, and can you gut that out? It's something you can't answer for yourself now. You're going to have to live it and see. So yeah, that's another group. I think that's some of the more exciting things that I see right now in the hobby. Like seeing things like the 52 miniatures is a great example.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned about him like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
And he just does so many cool drone shots. I want to buy a drone now.
Yeah.
Every video is him like walking through a fucking meadow and it's just like a drone shot and slow motion walking. I'm like, I want to do that. That's a great idea.
That's one piece of kit that I don't think I'd ever need but yeah, so he uses it in a great way for his stuff.
What if you didn't get a drone? What if we just ran a zip line from your roof to the tree in your backyard, and you can just like
put a camera on it,
just zing a camera across, and you're walking through your backyard.
Yeah, just
and then we green screen the back, and then make it look like there's a haunted forest one day.
Yeah, let's green screen the back of my fucking green ass yard, dude. That would work. Let me just key out this green screen. Oh, the whole yard disappeared,
dude. Awesome. Now we can look like you're walking through a cemetery.
Let's replace everything.
You're going to see this in Scott's next video.
No, you're not. Okay. Did we recap all 9?
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Stu, you're killing me here.
The Independents. Now, some of these here at the end, they might feel a little bit same, Stu.
Okay.
So he said that they had these while they were sitting around the campfire. I don't know what he was partaking in, a little sippy sip.
Little
so by the time he
spirits?
got to the end of the list, he's like, and then we have these guys. I love these guys. All right. The Independents, a la Richard Gray, in their own website membership outside of Patreon and the YouTube Grindstone.
Duncan Rhodes.
Take me home. Yeah, I think Duncan falls here a little bit more than Richard Gray, because isn't Richard Gray's stuff on Patreon? I thought.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, maybe he has his own website.
Don't know.
Go look up richardgray.com. richardgray.uk. Gray in the UK.
.co.uk.
STFU.UK.
Okay. Sorry you were wrong.
Their own website membership. So again, we see some overlap here because like the Miniature Academy is its own website with connectivity.
It is?
Yeah, Miniature Academy.
Oh, right. Sorry, the Alfonso Heraldez one. Yeah, Banshees thing. Yeah.
As well as Sir Coates. You know who? You not know who Sir Coates is?
Talking about Duncan.
It's his new mascot, Sir Coates.
I have no idea what this is.
I'm going to show you the picture later.
Okay.
SirCoates.com.
It's not what it is. I think it's Duncan Rhodes Painting Academy.com or something like that.
That's a really fucking long name.
Everyone's got a painting academy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Do you want to start a college for miniature painting?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it'd be really shit.
I used to work
you and I, the professor.
I used to work for for-profit higher education. I know what a fucking sham that whole thing is. We could get rich and then go in front of
love get rich quick
but the problem is then they catch on to you and the federal government just destroys your life and you're sent to prison. But we just got to run to the Cayman Islands before then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, pay bail, do it again.
One of the first ones that I recall hearing about with this type was actually the Grim Dark Compendium, which is what the heck is his name?
It was a Kickstarter recently.
No. Grim Dark Compendium is like the original dude on YouTube. I feel bad because I subscribe to him and I love his videos.
Zatskatoon.
Zatgaskatoon. Zatgaskatoon Miniatures. And he has had this for years because his niche is the grimdark stuff, and he's phenomenal in it. And he's always done that, and he used to do the kind of rotate your stuff through. He did this weird rotation thing on YouTube where he'd put a video up for like 2 months and then he'd pull it down, and he'd keep rotating them to like you couldn't. Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, but like I think his.
You can't do that.
You can't. There are rules.
What are you doing? Yeah. Is that Scat Cocoon? I've never known how to say that guy's YouTube channel name.
Yeah, but he's the grim dark lord.
He is. I've seen a couple of his videos. They're pretty
really,
good.
Really good. I've learned a lot from
All
him.
right. Okay. Fuck that list. Let's move on.
Wait, do we got one more?
No. Let's talk about the actual title in this video, which is the future of content. Okay. It's enough. I'm cutting you off. Stu, I'm cutting you off. Okay.
You've had too much, Stu.
The future of content. I got 2 fake words for you.
Okay, let's hear them.
TikTok.
No.
Okay, probably not. But yeah, some people are going to make, and they already have been making it. I think there are some streamers. Oh, what's that streamer duo where they're from Texas. It is a wife and husband duo. The husband's name is Scott. The female's name is
That's not Nerdforge, is
Nope. From Texas. They're from like Finland or Denmark.
Yeah, Nerdforge. But I think of it in a similar kind of way.
Yeah, but they're streamers and they do miniature painting stuff. Anyways, it's fuck. I met him at Adepticon.
There's a couple. Well, there's like oh shoot.
He's got black hair. He's got a beard.
Yeah.
Or like a goatee. Can't remember his name.
Oh shoot.
Sneaky Tiny Small. Sneaky Tiny Small. Is that what it is?
It might be his. I'm trying to think of her name because I follow them on Twitch. Anyway, there's that duo. There's also another duo on Twitch that I can't think of. That's a husband and wife. That's out of the UK.
They make TikTok videos.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and like whatever. So when you think of TikTok videos, you basically think of Vine. And at least in my head, that's what I think of. But TikTok is like way bigger than that. Okay, do you watch TikTok videos?
No.
Like I don't either. So like, but I know the space is way bigger than what we think it is.
Are they all with like set to music?
No. See, that's okay. That's the musically ancestry of TikTok. Yeah. So there is some of that lip syncing, dancing stuff, but also there's like just funny videos. There's like very quick recipes. There's all kinds of stuff on TikTok.
That feels like it's like Snapchat then, isn't it?
Not kind of more like Vine used to be, like the whatever 7-8 second videos. But they've made some very short, like, whatever. Here's a product that I liked. Here's the result. Done. Like, it's just like really, really fast and snappy. And so you're reaching a new audience, mostly predominantly young audience, and that is a form of newer content. Very short, sub 10 second, Instagram TV-esque, TikTok-esque videos. Okay, that's a thing.
I mean, that to me feels like an add-on from an existing brand that is established.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Do you think that there's a world where like somebody gets popular, successful, however you want to measure that, from that?
Yes.
Really?
If they want to try, yes. Is anyone going to try? I don't think so.
Prove it.
Someone who's not a content creator, become a content creator through solely TikTok.
And you can go out to other things after that, after you made your first million.
Yeah, here are the rules.
Here are the rules. 9 seconds or less. Make me love you.
Honestly, you totally could do it. There's a ton of funny jokes. There's a ton of things you could riff on.
Yeah, I need like 17 seconds to be funny.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
You just got to fart and then you're funny. That's my first theory.
Okay. We're talking evolution, right? This is like monkeys with opposable big toes right here, right?
You and I?
Yeah, we're talking about evolution, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Life finds a way. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So yours is TikTok.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, one of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I hadn't thought about the future.
You haven't thought about that?
I hadn't thought about the future. I'm too worried trying to keep my head above water.
I'll do another one. PewDiePie. Know him?
I know who the PewDiePie.
You familiar? What kind of content did he used to make?
Video game content.
What does he make now?
Reaction videos.
All content that revolves around him as a personality, right?
Yeah.
And this is a very common trend in a lot of very large YouTubers. So the largest miniature painting YouTuber might at some point realize that, hey, people are here because they enjoy me as a person. That's often why people are there. They like your opinions. They like, the way you look, like whatever it is. Okay. No one's ever going to admit that Squidmar is sexy and they watch just for the sex appeal, but I do. So,
Yeah, some of this pooty
definitely
pie.
Vince too. Okay, he's got some fucking wild sex appeal.
Yeah.
Those fucking Doc Martens, dude. Oh, he'll lick that shit. Anyways,
What is under that apron? It's like a Tootsie Pop. I don't know what's under there, but I want to start licking.
Unwrap that shit, dude. How many licks does it take to get to the center of you, Vince? Anyways, if they, you might realize that people are like, hey, they want to hear my shit. Okay, they might just make like a reaction video to like a GW release live stream, and that'll be content. You might think that's a pretty bleak future, but people watch it, so people are into it. So maybe it's a thing.
All right. I had that one, but I didn't want to share it because I already have my own plans.
Oh, shoot.
My plans are, so now I can put this out in the universe. So if anyone else does it before me, I have cause for
Suing
the shit out of them.
fucking legal action. From
I wanted to do a reaction video of me painting something and me roasting myself in hindsight what I was doing wrong. And so it's me in the PewDiePie booth being like, all right, we got this guy here. He's going to paint this thing. That's not how he talks. And so it's kind of like real-time reaction. It's have fun with it and roast on the things that I'm doing wrong, but I'm not roasting on somebody else. So you can't feel bad for me because it's me doing it.
You can shit on yourself.
Yeah. And so
no one
that
gets
was
mad.
I think there's some stuff there that's still educational. You could still be like, look at what he's doing. Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do this?
Yes.
So it's
clever.
To me, I'm looking at more of like it's sharing the similar information that I would share in a new way.
So yeah, I think that isn't so much an evolution as it's like a new content, or it's hard to say the difference between what that is in my head versus what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Like PewDiePie only makes videos where he's sitting in front of a camera in his fucking set talking about something. He's not playing many games. Maybe he is still playing games, but a lot of his content is just based around him talking about shit, right?
And then it's him slapping the space bar to pause the video and being like, "Well, look at this guy here. What is he doing?"
Yeah.
Which they think of the
Just like
Noel
that.
Miller and Cody Ko, like the reaction videos.
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause those
absolutely.
two dudes are funny, and
Yeah.
you put ridiculous content that someone else has come out with, and then they react to it. It's funny. You're right. That's more of a true subgenre than
it's
what
like
I'm referring to.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. It's still a good idea. The version of that format that I had was I was going to paint a video, edit it.
Paint a video.
Yeah, I was going to paint a video.
Wow.
I was going to paint a miniature in a video, edit it, and then have my wife try to narrate what's going on. Just like...
That's funny.
She has to figure it out. But I don't know if she's game for that. But people have done something like that. A long time ago, I saw a young teenager film a makeup tutorial, and then her dad tried to narrate it. And I was like, this is fucking quality humor right here.
This is great.
So yeah, that was funny. But yeah, so that's my thing. People are going to make more personality-centric content.
Yeah. Isn't there that one with the video games too, where it's like girlfriend
reviews?
reviews?
So that's about the experience that a girlfriend has watching her boyfriend play a specific video game.
Yeah.
That's
But
the angle.
That's not too far off.
It's not too far off, yeah.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just need to have somebody. I
Dude,
need to have to do it with my daughter.
Yeah, have Lou do it. Oh my God, that'd be so good. Yeah, you should. That's so funny.
Okay. All right. There's another direction. I think that as a whole, we're going to see, again, when I talk about these branching paths, we're going to see one big branch that's going to go more towards a personality-centered, brand-centered content. And we're going to see another true, what's the term? Someone that stays true to the artistic form, where it is leaning directly into just making better versions or making consistent versions of traditional content.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably where we're seeing the roads diverge a little bit. And this is often talking about the number one thing, or the number one on his list of 9. Many of the other ones of his other list were just about basically business models, right?
Okay.
So we're talking
sure.
about a big pile of content that you can sub categorize, but the big differentiator in a lot of these now is kind of getting to the boring businessy money side of things.
Yeah.
I think it's probably best to separate that from the actual content.
Sure.
At least I think to me, that feels cleaner, because how it's done, whether YouTube is dead in 5 years or Patreon is dead in 5 years or whatever the model for content creators to be able to do this, whether it's just for fun or as a living and everywhere in between, that's the platform. The platform may change, but what you do can shift, ideally, can shift to where its home is. But it still has to stay true to what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you agree with the fact that it's another branch now in the tree where we're getting more brand focus versus more strictly education?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like, for better or for worse, my reaction to the way that I think content is supposed to work on YouTube is me double downing on a strategy that I prefer to watch. Whether or not it's good for my channel, I would like to make the more, the more crunchy painting videos that are higher quality. And so I'm kind of like, yes, I'm kind of like deviating and going that way as opposed to going in a different way. Mm-hmm. I do like making drug mini painting videos and shit like that. I still enjoy that.
We got to do another one of those soon, don't we?
We do, actually. The bartender that we had last time, Derek, he reached out to me and was like, hey, you want to do this again? And I was like, he was like, also, please let me make you real drinks. And I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right, we only want null oil shots, Derek.
I'll put squid ink in that. I want my teeth to be dyed black. No. Yeah, I think you're right. People tend to double down on what they're doing, especially when they see like other people having success in like different areas, because it's like it almost feels like a weakness to like try to copy someone else as opposed to just sticking to what you're doing and what you know you're good at. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
think the exciting part about this is that if we were to listen to this podcast back 5 years from now or 10 years from now in our predictions, I think we'll have maybe hit like 20% accuracy, because so much of it is unpredictable, because it's a wave that with a slow evolution. And if we don't see the start of the wave, or we just see the tip of it and we don't think that it's just the tip, you can't see 7 rungs down the ladder.
Yeah.
That things could be totally crazy and unique, or they could be just slight tweaks and variations. We have, instead of a list of 9, there's a list of 20 5 years from now that are just kind of fine-tuning or finding different niches that work well for people. And I think the fact that this is, at its core, a very technical and very tangible niche in YouTube or in Twitch or in however content is based, that is based around doing a thing. And the more you separate yourself from that thing, I mean, I don't want to say you run the risk to make it sound like it's a negative thing, but you're not going to be in that group anymore. And maybe you're more successful or don't want to be, or there's a new group. But you go so far where you're just doing reaction videos and talking about the hot topic of what's been going on in Games Workshop drama lately. That's not the hobby side of miniature painting anymore.
Sure, no, it isn't. But like, whatever, you can make whatever content you want.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But then maybe the sphere of what we're analyzing here, that falls outside of that sphere because
it
doesn't. Too far removed.
No. It's all miniature painting adjacent content, which I think was what the question was asking, right? Sure. Like, what are we going to see?
Sure. Okay. Just know you might fall off my cliff. It's stray too far.
It's stray too far from you're gonna have to get shepherded again.
Cut off!
The mushroom shepherd.
The mushling shepherd will find you.
Yeah. Get back in here.
Chris, that's going to cost you another $5 for saying mushroom shepherd later on in the video.
Okay. Other kinds of content that might exist, and this is a little bit of a cheap shot because it kind of already exists right now, but I think we're going to see more of it, or it's going to grow to be a bigger thing. We're going to see more content creators that are parts of studios and companies where there are multiple people in a company all making content for one channel.
Yeah.
Right? So
tabletop time.
Jazz's thing.
Yeah, that is tabletop.
Sorry, Warhammer 40K in 40 minutes. What the fuck it's called? What's that called? Tabletop? What's that called? You had several collabs with them. Oh my God, John. That one is a studio of employees. Emil is starting to get into that world of having 2 to 3 or possibly more employees. Yeah, so we're gonna see, I think, more of this Linus Tech Tipian
Play on tabletop.
Play on tabletop. I knew it had tabletop in it.
Yeah, I know. Then I just said tabletop time before it, so I completely lost in my head.
Yeah, but yeah, we're going to see more of this like kind of Linus Tech Tip style studio-esque miniature painting centric stuff where like they're pumping out like 3 videos a week, 4 videos a week, you know, with a live stream and a podcast and like all this, you know, like a lot of content to consume.
Yeah, and it's gonna be there's a gaming wing, and then there's a hobby wing, and then
that's my fucking dream, bro. Okay, if you had to start your own fucking channel, you couldn't have worked with me. We could have made cool stuff together, and then I could have paid you a fraction of that. That honestly though is my dream. I know I've said it before on the podcast. I would love to have friends working, making videos on the same channel, and have a gaming wing, and have a fucking skit wing, and have a painting wing, and like a gear review fucking shit. I would love all that. I'd love it.
I think it's cool. It seems to me it seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot to manage. It's a lot of leadership to figure out.
That's the part about it that I don't like is the bigger you make that, the less you are connected to the part that you love.
Absolutely.
Unless that's the part that you love.
Yeah, you get further removed for sure.
And so I'm just like, I mean, we're already spade to spade here. We're already seeing that with Squidmar. You know, he's doing less in his own videos. I mean, in which he's, you know, doing very well. He's putting out videos very consistent. He's got amazing mini painter friends.
Yeah.
That make some awesome stuff for him.
Dude, that Harry Potter dude.
Yeah, dude.
Motherfucker can paint
fucking
so fast.
Harry.
He can paint so fast and so well. And it's just like, dude, how do you do that? That's wild.
Drop Squidmar. Start yourself. You're a wizard, Harry. Start your own channel.
Leave him. What's this shit? What are we doing right now? Anyways.
He's awesome. He's awesome. Yeah. So like, we need more talented friends. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, we need talented friends who have zero interest in making their own content, but want to be paid a nominal fee for helping us out. And if that describes you, send me an email, scott@maniac.co.
Okay, you know what? My version of this that excites me more than your version is the Rhett and Link version.
See, yeah, that's
where they are still
game show stuff.
Well, no, not game show stuff. I'm talking about like they're still the fun. They're still the on screen. They're just doing a bazillion things because all the administrative heavy lifting shit. We got somebody else for that.
Stevie.
That's what I want.
Yeah. They got Stevie.
Yeah, I need a Stevie.
Yeah, Stevie is amazing because Stevie is all of Rhett and Link's creative potential and like what they want to do put into a human being. Yeah. She knows what they want to do, and she just is able to fucking suss it all out without them. And it's like it's uncanny.
Yeah. I think you're exactly right that 5 years from now we're gonna have 5 of those.
5, you think? Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it may not be like 5 that have like 6 different channels and of all these different things spread across them, but they'll be of that model at some varying degree in their evolution.
Okay.
I think so. I think that's cool. And I think that's from a consumer perspective, from a viewer perspective. If I really like what you do, I really like what your channel does, I'm really interested in your perspective and doing all these kinds of things. Are you bidding on something on eBay right now?
No, keep talking.
That I think that's a very positive evolution for me as a consumer, right? It's like, I love Goobs, I love Emil, I love Guy. They did more stuff. I'd be interested because I'm into them. You know what I mean? So I think that's good. But I think you got to start with one. And you got to get some success and stuff with one and go from there. What are you reading over there?
Okay. It's about the topic that we're discussing. So I think we're actually a little bit too YouTube focused right now. Okay. I think that we're going to see TV shows, right? Miniature painting TV shows.
MPTV?
Yes. And I'm actually curious. I want to kind of gauge this audience's interests level.
Goody peepees. If we had a TV show.
Yeah. What would you want it to look like? No, I don't want people to just create my show ideas for me. I'll figure it out myself. No, but about miniature painting content, like for like a TV show, like I'm trying to think of anything.
Like a Food Network thing, like
yeah, like maybe like a challenge focused thing. Like what kind of brands and what kind of things would you want to see in it? Would you want to see GW stuff? Would you want to not see any GW stuff? Would you want to see smaller things? Would you want to see people that have no content no social media following? They're kind of just like at the show Queer Eye. You get a person who's like a totally unknown person and they get remade. What if you had like a hobbyist who's like just in their corner of the world, who's fucking amazing? Their buddy like is like, hey, you should be part of this show. And he signs him up. And it's like, whoa, look at this person that I've never seen before. Now they're on this show and they're amazing. I'm curious, like, you know, what would you search for in a miniature painting themed TV show? I'd love to hear it in the comment section below. Truly would love to hear it. But yeah, I think we're going to see TV shows. We've started to get some documentary things that are of higher quality, interviewing some big names in the industry. I don't think a movie it would be a place for it, but definitely.
Where does this TV show live? Because it feels to me that like a lot of what we do is kind of episodic TV on YouTube.
Yeah, Netflix, Hulu.
Okay,
probably Netflix would pick up something like that, like a miniature painting TV show, like 8 episodes. Something like
I think I've told you about this before, but as somebody that can financially back this, you need our creative juices for this. I want Ink Master, the mini painting show.
Ink Master. Oh, the tattoo thing?
It's a tattoo competition show where they have like 12 artists, and then they have a challenge, and they have a winner each week, and based on the challenge, and the lowest ranking gets kicked off.
Fuck, dude. That's cutthroat.
And so at the end, you have this, and you have like a so what they do for the finale is the 2 or 3 people that go to the finale, they have their canvas is always a full back piece, and they have X number of months to do it. Like the show ends right leading up to the finale, and then they film the finale.
God, can you say finale like 8 more times? It's so weird because I say finale, and he's saying finale.
Because I'm from Nolans.
Wait, what part of the show are we talking about?
The finale. And then they got to come back after
the
number of
finale?
months for the finale.
Oh,
and this is where the finale happens. And they do like a live reveal, live judging, and there's one winner there, and they win like $100,000 or something.
wow, shit. Yeah,
I mean, we'll give you like.
Can I compete, please?
I give you like 70 John bucks and some Faygo. That's what you get if you win.
You get a lifetime supply of Diet Faygo.
It only comes in orange and grapes. I hope you like those flavors.
Yeah.
I think that would be rad as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna put that out on Warhammer Plus.
Yeah. So yeah, so that would be the concern. That would be the concern if like you wanted to involve GW, they'd want to just like, you know, do it on their own thing, like their own version of Netflix. But yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
I think we'll definitely see that in the future.
I don't think Ink Master Mini Painting Edition could work with GW models because they would fucking bring the hammer down on that.
You think so?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's hard to say because it's like, yeah, it's hard to say. Okay. TV shows. That's a thing we'll see.
Good. I like that. I like what if these conglomerates that we're seeing, what if they're like, hey, now that GW has shown you that what Warhammer Plus is, but you don't like it, or you want it better, you want it by a bigger group of artists, people taking that template and making their own, which is kind of like the conglomerate we were talking about. We're seeing all these different sides of it. What if it's their own, basically, app home? What if it's all in the app?
Okay. Like a miniature painting experience appified.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of shit's in apps right now.
Yeah.
You can like, yeah, it's weird. I hate it, honestly. But yeah, probably, yeah. Like you could go to one place for all your content. I mean, that kind of sounds like Warhammer Plus, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So you're saying someone else is going to do that.
I'm saying like that. I mean, like that being better the starter point for others to kind of grow off of. The problem with that is finale. The problem with that is you take one of the key values of a single platform where people go for multiple reasons and you throw that out the window. So people go to YouTube every day to check. People go to Facebook every day to check. It's not just for you, but then when they're there, they're reminded of you. They're like, oh, Scott's got a new video, whatever. So the sheer amount of exposure from a hub that's super successful and doesn't need you is so much less of a burden to carry of me, my own thing buried in my pages of apps or a folder in a folder in my whatever apps to open up my app. Like simple barrier of entry is legitimately an issue.
Yeah, it's like I go to YouTube. That's where I want to fucking go. I don't want to go to some other thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I got to go to Warhammer Plus's app. Oh my God, that's so much work. I'm not going to press 2 presses. Did we cover all this? I feel like we just crushed this.
What about like ASMR content? What about non-narrated, visually beautiful miniature painting content that is not educational, but is just there for the eye candy?
Okay, that's good. That's like you're seeing those shorts. You see some of that crap on YouTube too, like the shorts on YouTube.
Hashtag shorts.
Shorts. Where it's why like Luke Tone is so freaking successful. Luke Tone is not super successful because all these people want to make model train shit like him.
Oh no, yeah.
It's because it is like super satisfying, relaxing, and just seeing the whole process super cool.
Yeah.
We are innately at a bigger disadvantage in mini painting because like you see the dude already, he's just black now, and at the end he's got colors on him.
Yeah. So we were talking about this recently, or I was with Curtis, my roommate, and he was like, what if you sculpted the model and painted it? And I was like, it's a little bit easier said than done. But yeah, that would be cool. And you know, Trevarian could definitely do something like that. But that is a fuckload of work in one video, right? Sculpt a model and paint it beautifully. It's like that is like, I don't know, that's like a month of work, if not more.
Oh yeah. And then what you're doing is spitting in the face of what's tried and true that is successful, which is the opposite of that.
You're not
we talked
spitting in
about
the face of it.
I mean, you're saying here's what really works to be successful in YouTube is constant content that is topical.
Oh yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah.
And they're like, one video every 3 months.
Yeah. You know what? Luke Towan does that. He makes a video. I just checked recently. It's like once every 3 months. Sometimes he has like a faster one, but that's his frequency. And they have like over 1 million views.
I know, but
I love it.
It doesn't take that many subs, a channel with so many subs, to get over 1 million views in that period of time.
Are you joking? Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does. I have 300,000 subscribers. Do you know how hard it is to get those people to watch my fucking videos? So hard, okay?
Well, look at your monthly views, right?
It's probably, I haven't looked in a while.
Yeah, but if you look at your monthly views, take that times 3 and see what that compares to his 1 month of a million views. Like, you're probably pretty close.
Well, maybe, but he has a ton of videos that are also constantly
backlog. You're talking about backlog too.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right, touche, Scott.
Yeah, okay.
That's awesome. I would love to do that too.
I fucking love that. But yeah, by the way, subscriber numbers, bullshit. It's just a number. What you gotta look at for a channel's healthiness is how many views they're getting on average.
Yeah. I mean, the subscribers just tell you what the active audience for potential is. The floor is higher, right? The more subs you have, but it doesn't equate to necessarily anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Because you can have 1 million subscribers and 5,000 views a video.
Yeah.
That could happen.
I want to see ASMR content.
Yeah. It's just brush licking sounds.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's not much tooling and sound effects. There is some, right? You could do like a compressor for an airbrush, a little bit of that, you know.
This thing.
Yeah, you could do a little bit of the.
Let's go around. Yeah,
a little bit of that. Oh, here we go.
Get that on there.
Here we go. Ready for this? You want some ASMR shit right now in your fucking ears?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We should make a list. We go around the room and we find all the things that make sounds. That was Scotty's beehole for you listeners at home.
That was my whale hole.
That didn't make hardly any sound.
A little. It's got about the pressure still.
Oh yeah.
But it's got a little metal sound there too. Listen to this.
Click.
Ready? Oh fuck! It's leaking. You fucking like maximize that volume, dude.
Yeah, dude. It sounds like Santa's little elves making stuff, making toys. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's the good old quality one. shaking paint, baby.
Give me some of that.
I think
What
there's
else?
probably like 10 solid
We got
ones.
10 sound effects.
We got 10. We could put this on a stream deck. Just push through the buttons. Okay. There's an idea here.
Hair dryer, but that's too loud, I think. Yeah.
I think I think
ASMR
we need to
content.
test this.
Okay.
I mean, like, is there a sound of like squooging out paint? Is that a sound?
You could add it, okay? Like, you could go in your fridge, grab some fucking old meat and squeeze it, and then record that sound, and then kind of just add it in very quietly while you're fucking squeeging paint out, and be like, oh.
It's like when you put the ketchup, you squeeze the ketchup out, and there's a little bit of fart sound of it coming out. Like,
Yeah, okay, you can make it a
how
fart
funny
sound
would that be every
if you're
time?
a fucking child like John is, but I'm an artist.
The ketchup fart sound is primo. I laugh at that every time it happens, and my daughter does too. So,
Dude, imagine like you have this fucking beautiful video, and it's just little. It's just, you don't say
I want to
anything.
make that video because it would be so funny.
You don't say anything, right?
Oh God.
Okay, I had an idea. For a video. It's on my video list, and I think I told you about it. Where it's like beautiful, and it's like slow motion. You're like sculpting something, and like what you end up sculpting is a set of ass cheeks that screws on to the front of your airbrush where your crown goes to your needle guard. And when you screw it on, the needle comes right where the asshole is. And then you just fucking spray brown paint and the video ends. It's like, oh, what is he making? Oh, it's a new needle guard. It's like, oh, it's just a pair of butt cheeks. I really want to do that, like a lot.
Nothing is funnier than a real like long con.
I know.
Leading up to just a boom.
Yeah, but
Done.
how do you hide the fact that it's a pair of butt cheeks? Because it's pretty obvious. It's like, oh, it's just two mounts. Like what?
Yeah, there's a way, but it's
maybe out of focus footage. Maybe like you only saw one cheek.
yeah, it's at the angle too, because from the back side where you're doing all the tooling, you're coming in from the back side. You know.
Yeah, this is a.
We have the technology.
This is a quality like minute and a half long video though.
Okay. Yes, that's a good point.
Anyways, that's a lot of content. Those are our theories. What are your predictions for the future of miniature painting content? There's a lot of things that we asked you to comment on in the description. So I'm expecting you guys to fucking have like multiple paragraph long comments. Okay, and I will read them all.
And
I will not respond, but I will read them all.
also, you can like pause the video, put in your comment as you hear us ask the question,
Edit the comment.
and enter, and then you hit play again, and then you just put another comment because 2 comments are better than 1.
Yeah. So John is telling you how to game the system.
Yes,
We appreciate it. Okay.
we appreciate your gamesmanship. Yeah, we want your crystal balls to tell us the future, because I'm only moderately confident in our predictions. And as usual, your ideas are better than ours. Okay. All right, we're at the newsy news part of the show.
There's a bit of a theme in the news section.
There is a theme. There's one thing that I want to talk about first.
Fine.
Actually, no. I can't talk about it yet because I was going to talk about the fact that we hit 10,000 members on our Trapped Under Plastic
you are
page
doing right now.
And I looked at it right now, and we're like 4 people away.
Oh,
So I can't say we're at 10,000.
we're almost there.
So if you're a goody PP,
It's a lot of good.
and you're
PPs.
not a member of the Facebook page, that's something you can do. We can talk about tendies and get mad at each other and have to delete your posts. It's basically the group. Sounds like fun to you.
10,000 sprudes and spruettes.
That's
God
an
damn.
army.
That is. We could raise a militia and like probably seize a very small town.
We could take Alabama with that number.
You think so? Alabama, the entirety of it,
No.
just like a little bit of the bayou. Wait, is
Yeah.
that's not Alabama? There's no bayous in Alabama, are there?
I don't really know.
Or is that Nolans?
That's Louisiana has got the bayou
Got the
in
bayou.
there. Get that crab bowl down in the bayou.
Okay.
Have a shrimp bowl,
Shrimp bowl.
down in the bayou.
I'm trying to quote fucking Forrest Gump, but I can't remember all the versions of shrimp that he says.
Oh, you got your broiled shrimp.
You go real shrimp.
You got your pan fried shrimp.
You got your fucking breaded shrimp.
You got your butterfly shrimp, your shrimp scampi.
You got your garlic shrimp.
Shrimp.
Okay, moving on to the news.
Lieutenant Dan!
Okay, there's a theme with our news, and it is one of bad press for GW. Let me just say this. We shit on GW a lot, but I was reminded of the fact that there are actually a lot of employees at GW that I really look up to as like hobbyists that I have always followed since a little kid. And I love those people. They're great people. And there are even greater people in other places too that I don't even know about. So it's like I don't hate GW that much. But they've been getting a lot of bad press, and we want to talk about it because this is a news segment. First and foremost, GW, I only know if it's happening one time. They asked an animator to join their Warhammer Plus fold.
Shrimp.
The Warhammer Shrimp. Warhammer Shrimp. And this person had an active Patreon where they were making fan-made animated content. Like, totally in the 40K universe, not at all trying to be different, definitely in their IP. That person said no, and GW was like, we're going to take you down.
Age of Shrimp Ma.
Yeah. So GW reported their content as IP theft on Patreon, and they're gone. They don't have a Patreon anymore. And okay, this is a weird thing to talk about, right? Because like they have the grounds to do it, right? People are making money off of an IP that they spent a lot of time and money building and cultivating. Mm-hmm. And so it's like you have the right to do that. And it's very easy for us to sit here and be like, wow, that's really shitty of you to do. And so I don't know how to feel about this. How should I feel about this?
I think I've got a great real world example about how you should feel about it. How do you feel?
Yeah, okay.
About an Italian miniature painting convention that's called Miniac Weekly?
If only I had the name.
Miniac Week? Miniac's Week?
Miniac's Week. If only I had the name written. Is that what it is? I don't fucking know. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I have no legal grounds to do that. GW has like an IP team on staff. Yeah. Okay. They got their shit.
Like they're not using your logo and like.
Yeah. It's a fucking word. Whatever.
Yeah. It's a word.
Okay.
I couldn't help myself.
Side note, Disney. Have you ever heard of Disney?
I've heard of Disney.
Do you know that they own the very popular IP Star Wars?
I do know that, yes.
Have you seen Star Wars content on YouTube ever?
Like fan made stuff.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't know one way or the other because I
there
give
is.
zero fucks.
There's anyways, there's tons of it. And Disney, for the most part, does not give a fuck about it, right? They make it. It's amazing. The other side of this story is that, this is generating interest in your game as well. So it's like, why do you care to take it down? So not only does it look bad to do it, whether or not it's right to do, it looks bad. And it's like, these people are like possibly getting you more fans through it, like without you needing to pay them to do it at all. So why are you fighting it? Anyways, that's one thing. We got to move on because there's a couple of them. The YouTube channel has been on for a very long time. If the Emperor had a talk-to-speech engine, is on an indefinite hiatus because he fears that he is in that realm of getting punished by the GW banhammer.
And ironically, his number of patrons and Patreon dollars has doubled since he's done so.
Are you serious?
100%.
Wow, that's amazing.
He makes like I can't remember what the dollar amount was monthly, but it's a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
It's like $30,000 a month.
Okay.
Now, but it's a whole team. Like it's a business. It's not a dude. Like it's a ton of people that create that.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
So, yeah. So it's not just like one dude just cashing a check every month. It's a lot of expenses and stuff that go into that.
Okay. Related to this, I had a friend who is not necessarily interested in the hobby world send me a highly upvoted Reddit post because he reads r/all, which is like the front page of all the most upvoted stuff. And there was a post from Warhammer 40K in that section, which is not normal at all. No. And guess what it was? It was, what's the right way to boycott GW? It was a little infographic about how you should tell GW that you are upset with their policies in a proactive and meaningful way that isn't like stupid and not going to actually do anything.
Right.
17,000 upvotes when I put this in the Google Doc, and I'm sure it's got more now. That's crazy, though. That's fucking crazy. That's a ton of traction on that post.
Yeah. I mean, that post alone, its existence and then that popular sends a pretty strong message.
Yes. By the way, should we review it? No, fuck it. And then lastly, last bit of bad press they had was that GW isn't paying their employees very well. But I believe that was only one use case. I know of another particular use case where people are getting paid okay. So I don't really know the validity of that claim. I'm sure it's a little bit of column A, column B. I used to be a Geek Squad employee. I was a very hardworking advanced repair agent. And one day I figured out that other motherfuckers there were getting paid way more than I was. And I had no idea than that. And when I found out, I was like, fucking fix this. And they did. So businesses have a tendency to do this sometimes where they don't let employees talk about what they earn because this happens. I don't know. It's a thing that happens.
I mean, there's a pretty customary way to go about this, and that's just publicize the pay scale.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what my organization does.
Oh, seriously?
Yep. And every single job that's posted on our site, which is very common in the United States, it tells you what the pay range is for that position before you ever apply. Like, you should know going in where it's at, because then that information becomes public, and then if there is something off, that's going to work to correct itself, because people are like, that you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, interesting. I kind of forgot about that. I remember from Guy's video that he had a picture of like an article that GW wrote saying why they don't do that. Saying like, we don't list the pay in
we want people to be passionate and blah, blah, blah. Exactly. Not about the money.
Exactly.
I don't give a shit. You're not going to bring the dude that's not passionate in for an interview. Or if you do, you're going to know like this. And if you don't, then you suck at your job. Because that you should be cultivating the biggest amount of applicants as possible, because in theory, that gives you the biggest talent pool to make the best decision, to find the right person that's going to make the awesomest product or rules or whatever. So that's bullshit line. In any company, and there are a lot of companies that say that, I have worked with, I've seen that. It doesn't work out too well for you. Guarantee you that, son.
I mean, it's not working out very well right now. Getting a little bit of heat. Okay, that's all for the heat on GW. Age Samar got a little...
We got some dragons up in here.
And people are really excited about this.
I did not see big dragons coming. I saw Dragon Riders coming because Vince had been talking about Dragon Riders for 6 months.
Dragon Rider!
They ride in the sky!
Oh, let's start a hair metal band.
I am lukewarm on the dude on Dragon.
Yeah.
I dig Scar, the big dragon.
Scar.
I'm definitely turning Scar into a zombie dragon. From
You
Vampire
should turn
Lord and Zombie Dragon.
Scar into a lion and then have him fucking killing a smaller dragon called Simba.
Oh, yes.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay.
So yeah, those are big models. I don't know how much they're going to cost. Going to be a lot of money, probably north of $200. I think they're on the biggest pie plate that GW has, which is like a 180. So they're going to be like, oh man, that's too big.
I think Smaug is that big.
Smaug.
That's cool. I'm not super into dragons. I'm not super into giant fucking monsters that take me a bazillion years to paint. But I'm very happy that other people are happy about it. That's cool.
The last thing on the news is not about the workshop made for games, but it's on the kids that are made into wizards, WizKids. We mentioned this in the news probably like 6+ months ago about the announcement that WizKids was bringing out sprue-based minis. Sucked in too much air there. Sprue-based minis, and then like a new like paint line, which is basically just an excuse to add more mini paints. I think it's Vallejo paints.
It is. It's called Prismatic Paints, and they're made by Vallejo because, you know, Vallejo needs to make more fucking lines of paint.
Yeah.
Honestly, there isn't enough. There's Vallejo Air, there's Vallejo Game, there's Vallejo Model, there's fucking Mecha, there's the Vallejo generic brand that exists in stores like Blick. Now there's fucking Prismatic Paint. I'm on 6 right now. There's like a bunch of weird ones that are like for like specific IPs like Zombicide and things like that. Like Vallejo.
No, I
kindly calm the fuck down. Okay.
I thought Army Painter was Zombicide, but
oh, is it? Okay, sorry.
Did you say Mecha? I zoned out there for a moment.
I said mecha, yeah.
Mecha, okay. Did you say metal color?
No. What that's kind of like, it's not a whole new range. Sure. But yeah, whatever. Also, they have sprue-based miniatures. You say that?
Yes, that was the most important part of this news announcement.
Yes. So typically WizKids have pre-painted or pre-assembled miniatures, or both. And now they're sprue-based. Clip them out, glue them together, clean them up.
I am excited. Oh, well, this might mean, and it's probably not going to mean much, but I really hope the quality is there. If it is, I mean,
it's not going to be, dude.
It's not going to be. But they're on a sprue. Like, I can't recall even like smaller companies. You ever get stuff on sprue? Remember you get like stuff in the swag bag from Adepticon. It was some no-name company or whatever, and I got stuff on sprue. Maybe the artistic side of it wasn't nearly as good as GW, but the actual quality of the plastic was always like super solid. And if this is a thing, I mean,
that's fair.
It might be an opportunity to break away a bit from Games Workshop content, because that's always what's so successful. And
I mean, there's plenty of opportunity to do that, right?
I mean, there's opportunity, but you're not acknowledging the elephant in the room that Games Workshop content in the hobby side just gets way more viewers on average than if you don't, and not saying that you can't have a successful video without them. You absolutely can. And saying it's, you get a couple more bullets in your chamber if it's got a big old Space Marine on the cover.
Pew, pew, pew.
But I'm excited. It's new models on sprues. It's Dungeons and Dragons. I'm pumped because it's like you're gonna have like a bard, and you're gonna have different options for a bard, and then all these different weapons, and maybe different heads, and all these things. Like you customize your D&D characters. Like that seems like hot fire to me. If the model quality is good.
All right, welcome to the end of the podcast. Thank you for sticking around and listening to us scream at you, sing hair metal lyrics at you.
ASMR you.
Wax poetic about YouTube for maybe like a solid 45 minutes.
We had fun. This is good to sometimes like take a 50,000 foot view of anything that you're so close to. Sometimes literally when you're painting, you're literally very close to it.
Yes.
And it's interesting. I mean, to me, I want to know, I have my own ideas of like, this is kind of how we operate. I don't know if everyone operates this way. We do the stuff that like we like to watch, or things that like excite us.
Yes.
And if that excites us, then we're excited to make it. But we don't know what's inside of all the goody peepees' heads. And quite frankly, I don't necessarily want to know all that's inside your heads. But like what would get you the most excited? Like what?
Wait, what are you asking for now?
I'm asking for more comments.
Yeah, you just
in the comment section of what is the best thing in the future in the Scott Niles do that.
Yeah, please, we need help.
Please,
I mean,
send help.
I need help. Really.
I'm Tom Hanks. This is Castaway. Send help.
There's a bottle.
Yeah.
A message in it.
Wilson, he got thrown out to sea. I need help.
Okay, this is bullshit. If you like the podcast and you want to support it, there are a number of ways you can do it. You can buy a t-shirt from us, which is fulfilled on Teespring, linked below and in the show notes. You can also watch our episodes on YouTube with ads enabled. With various browsers, you have add-ons that you can enable ads on various channels. You can whitelist them and watch ads. We play an ad every 30 minutes. John is farting, and I'm not acknowledging it, but I just did. There are also, you can tell your nerd friends about our channel. You can also give us a review on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Google Podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Oh, shrimp podcast.
Podcast shrimp.
A podcast shrimp. And if you're looking to spend some more money, because you got all of our fucking sick-ass merch, you can also become a patron. Wow, how did I forget that?
That one's important. Because, like...
That's the big one.
Stu, who came up with the episode topic for today, is a patron, and he submitted it.
Yes, that's one of the rewards of being a patron. You can submit topics. You can also submit your miniatures for us to give live feedback on during an episode.
Yeah.
And you also get access to a longer podcast episode where we give that feedback, where we talk about new things we tried out in the hobby, and also other artists we've discovered and love very dearly.
We learned a lot about floofy shirts, big feather hats, and makeup today in our after party diagnosis of minis we liked.
I don't know if it was a lot, but some.
We learned a bit.
A bit.
And we shared some of that.
That's it for now. If I don't end this, John's going to keep talking. So until next time, we'll catch you on the
Flop shrimp.